out of West Palm Beach for carjacking and aggravated fire theft.
Okay, give me a name. You never did.
Two roads in. There's a marked car here and a marked car here. There's a small pit. They're in this farthest cabin away next to a trail.
The Manatee County Sheriff's Office SWAT team. SWAT, which stands for Special Weapons and Tactics Team, responds to crisis situations and performs duties deemed too hazardous for the average deputy, such as hostage situations, barricaded armed suspects, and felony arrest warrants. Also the execution of search warrants in situations involving persons threatening to take their own lives. The SWAT team works closely with Emergency Services Team. This team of professional hostage negotiators also responds to barricaded suspect situations and the situations where the suspect is threatening suicide. The ES team takes measures to defuse the situation and bring it to a successful conclusion, primarily by communicating with the suspect or suspects involved. This reduces the chance of anyone being hurt or killed in the situation. If the ES team is unable to perform that task, then the SWAT team will swing into action, attempting to achieve the same results with a more proactive approach. This video training tape will show you SWAT and EST in action. While the action is within a controlled environment during a training exercise, the events are real. Each action taken during training is the same action that would be taken in most cases during a real crisis situation. The training exercise is prepared in advance. The course of the training exercise is directed by a script. The difference between the script used in this training and in a movie, for instance, is that this script is time-dated. In other words, certain key events that are taking place take place at a certain time within the exercise. The script is not provided to anyone at any time prior to the actual training. This provides the team with a more realistic training, enabling each team member to see how he or she will react in a real deal. It also provides team commanders with the ability to explore various options and make mistakes. This gives the team commanders a chance to learn the best course of action to take in a particular situation without causing injury or loss of life. As team members say, "For as we fight, so must we train."
Two white male suspects entered the restaurant and fired 3 shots into the ceiling and ordered everyone to the ground.
And so the scenario begins.
EMS responded to the scene, stabilized the shooting victim, a white female.
Units arrive for this call-out and begin preparations to handle the incident.
Suspect number 1 was described as a white male, 5'11", 200 pounds.
The first action is the SWAT team briefing. The SWAT team commander is thoroughly briefed as to the situation, to include all events leading up to the crisis and actions taken by law enforcement already on scene. He is also provided with diagrams of the location and description of any suspects in the case. He is given a list of witnesses who may be able to provide further information and intelligence that may have already come in. The team commander will oftentimes interview witnesses personally to get the best first-hand information. After conducting this preliminary investigation, the team commander will begin to take action to get all teams and team members set up.
You'll have to make it back to where you're at and then go back from the other way or something.
At the same time, the SWAT team is setting up. So is the ES team. They are involved in making contact with any suspects in a case and will attempt to talk them into a peaceful solution to the crisis. Oftentimes, this could take a few minutes to several hours. The EST is comprised of several members. The team has a commander, several negotiators, dispatchers to handle intelligence and to provide on-site communications, a psychologist who can provide a psychological profile of any suspects in the case as the situation develops. The team also has an equipment specialist who performs all electronic setup and may be called upon to repair any breakdowns during the incident. The EST will also provide refreshments for all team members during the call-out, and if the incident lasts an extended period of time, they will provide food as well. Once all the teams are in position, the negotiations begin. Negotiators will try to establish contact with the suspects using phone communications. If for some reason that does not work, efforts will be made to get the suspects to use the phone by contacting them via a loudspeaker first.
Frank, give me about 1 minute. I'm going to pick up the phone and talk to you.
If for whatever reason the suspects are not able to use the phone or are unwilling, this will be the primary method of communication.
Pick up the phone in the cabin.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office also benefits from an asset that no other agency in the surrounding area has. It is the tank. The tank is a multi-purpose vehicle that is armor-plated. It was acquired by the Sheriff's Office in 1993 from the United States Department of Defense at no cost to the Sheriff's Office other than transportation from Homestead Air Force Base in South Florida. The tank is used primarily by the Sheriff's Office Delta Division as a counter-drug tool. It is used to transport special agents into the drug hotbeds of the county to perform whatever operation they have planned and to get them back out of that area safely again. The SWAT team will also use the tank to transport team members into hostile locations. It can also be used by the ES team to establish a line of loudspeaker communication with the suspects. The tank gives the EST the capability to move into a reasonable distance of the suspects to begin that contact. When communications have broken down between the suspect in the case or the suspects have committed a crime involving the injury or death of a hostage, the beginning of the end is close at hand.
Yeah, it was. Never mind. You did what I wanted you to do.
And I think
The final assault comes after all negotiations have failed or lives are in grave danger. The final assault is planned during the course of the incident and varies as circumstances dictate. The plan can change for a number of reasons. They can change due to the weather, lighting, positions of the suspects, position of the hostages, or just about anything else you can think of. Everything surrounding the events taking place is relative to the next action taken by anyone involved. What you have just seen is the result of years of development both within Manatee County Sheriff's Office and law enforcement in general. Remember, what you saw was only one training exercise of one scenario that could take place at any given time. There are countless other events that can take place and oftentimes do, presenting new and different crisis situations to be dealt with. Manatee County Sheriff's Office is one of the best equipped and trained teams in the state of Florida and is capable of handling just about anything that comes their way.